Alright guys, I'm sure you have heard before that your network is your net worth. Today on this channel we are going to talk about that. We're going to talk about why it's super important to create and manifest your network that's going to help you get to your goals, and a few tips and tricks to get you there. Let's get into it. Alright, so I've tried to record this video about 6 times. I even have a script sitting right there, and I'm ditching the script. I'm just gonna kind of rant real quick about how your network is your net worth. Let me give you a little bit of background about myself. I grew up with very little money, was sort of right below middle class, single mom, didn't have a lot, and just remember driving through Mobile, Alabama with my mom and our little Camry and my brother, and seeing big houses, and I would always think to myself, what does that man do? But I came to realize later on, it wasn't so much about what the man did, it was more about who the man knew. And some of those people probably were in fraternities or had a family that already had a good network, but your network is your net worth, and it's even more important than your actual skills. You can have awesome skills. I'm a filmmaker, so it benefits me to have my skills super honed in, and then also always be building my network so that the people I meet know about my skills and they're in a position higher than me, and they want to hire me for my skills. So let's get into that a little bit. Okay, so you guys, you know you're going to be networking regardless, whether you try or not. If you're in high school, let's say you're 18 years old and you're watching this video, you're networking, right? Let's say you work down at the McDonald's. Every dollar you're ever gonna make is from knowing a human being. So maybe your cousin worked there and he said, hey, I know the manager, come put in an application. You got the interview, you got the job, now you're flipping burgers. That's your network, your cousin and the manager of the McDonald's. You're gonna be networking no matter what. So you might as well be in control of your network. Of course, you can manifest and attract the right network, and that's kind of where I'm at nowadays, and that's what I do. So if you don't know yet about the law of attraction, the law of assumption, Neville Goddard, Bob Proctor, I mean, get into that, because like you can manifest a truck. If you watch one of my videos, it's how to manifest your dream car, dream truck. You can manifest your dream mentor, your dream network. You know, sit and visualize the person that you want to attract. Now, let's go backwards a little bit, right? So you're gonna network no matter what. And in the beginning, you're gonna network subconsciously. I'm currently in a friend drought. I've been in a friend drought for like 5 to 6 years. And I've actually, in hindsight, I see that as a benefit. Now, what do I mean by that? When you're first starting on this self-improvement journey, there's gonna be times where you have to cut certain friends out of your life. Now, I didn't really do that on purpose, it just kind of happened. But you might consciously have to cut certain friends out of your life, and even certain family out of your life. If people are not helping you get to your end goal or supportive of your mission, it's gotta be a zero tolerance, guys. They gotta go. And it doesn't mean you have to just like, you know, never talk to them again, but you have to separate yourself and start putting yourself around people that are going to contribute to the end goal of your life and to your purpose. And it's going to be hard because, you know, you might have grown up with these people, but at some point, if they just want to sit in their mom's basement and play video games and be on Discord all night and, you know, not hit the gym, not hit the weights, not read the books, not make the bank, and that's what you want to do, you cannot be around them, because you are going to be the sum of the 5 people that you are around. If you're around 5 broke losers that play video games all day and have a job, or, you know, just above broke, you're going to be the 6th. That's just the way it is. And I took that from Rich Cooper. If you don't know Rich Cooper, check him out. Entrepreneurs in Cars, shout out. But yeah, so you're going to have to separate yourself from some people so that you can make way and make room for the people who actually matter and are going to get you to that end goal. And some of those old people might come back around. They might get inspired by what you're doing. But don't try to play Captain Save a Hoe or Captain Save a Friend. You cannot explain to these people self-improvement. You cannot preach to them. I've tried it. It doesn't work. I've talked to other people who tried it. It doesn't work. Like, it's like an addict, man. They're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna get on the path until they're ready to do it, right? You look at all these people who go to rehab for drugs and stuff. Like, they'll go in 6 and 7 times, and then just something clicks and they're like, no, I wanted to do it. I didn't even need the rehab. I just needed the inspiration, the drive to do it. So that's kind of the way that is. So you might have to let those people go to make room for people that you want in your life. Okay, so let's say you're an introvert. You're gonna have to at least fake not being an introvert. You're gonna have to get used to interacting with people in every aspect of your life. I have met people in elevators. I have met people waiting at the airport. I've met people at campgrounds when I was parking my camper. I have met people in fast food restaurants who ended up being a part of my network and gave me their card, and maybe they were the executive sales guy at a big car dealership, and we connected. They got me in touch with the marketing people. Boom, I shot a commercial for them. And I have countless amounts of stories like that. And if I got down, let's say I got into my QuickBooks and started looking at like, okay, how did I make that 5K? How did I make that 10K? It all came from shaking hands and networking and being polite and offering value and just being, I think, an enjoyable person to be around. Like, I just know how to morph and mold to whoever I'm around. You know, some people, you know, you can kind of be a little more edgy with, and some people you read them and, you know, you want to be a little more conservative with them, but you want to be respectful of everybody. So you've got to learn how to interact. And, you know, a good way to practice this, I think, is, let's say you're traveling like to a city 2 hours away and you go into a gas station. Chances are you're never gonna see anybody in that gas station ever again. Or say you're in a Walmart, you're never gonna see anybody in that Walmart ever again. So you might as well interact to the fullest. What do you have to lose? Like, you see somebody, just say hello, how are you doing? You know, like little small things, you've gotta build it up. Nowadays, I can pretty much talk to anybody just like that. I'm connected with a lot of people who are actually millionaires, and then people who are very wealthy, maybe not quite millionaires. And yeah, that's kind of my network right now. And I've, number one, manifested it. I've visualized meeting these people, and it happens. But number two, I hire slow and fire fast, right? So I might meet somebody and think, oh, they're super cool. And then, you know, you get your spidey senses start tingling, and you're like, okay, they're maybe a little lazy, or, you know, they're not super focused. And yeah, you just gotta fire them fast. Like, you just gotta, you know, don't be mean, just like kind of slowly let go and stop talking to them. So let me go back to my friend drought, right? So I've been in a friend drought for probably 5 to 6 years, and not to say I don't have friends. Like, I have lots of people that I would consider my friends, but I don't go out to bars and drink with the guys. I don't get on Discord or Xbox or whatever there is out there and play all these video games with guys all night. I don't, you know, and it's a double-edged sword, because like, you do want to have a group of guys that you do network with and team build with, and I have that. But what I'm talking about is those friends that just want to hang. And it has nothing to do with business. It has nothing to do with linking up or partnership or projects. You know, that's when you're hanging out with guys, and I guess it could go for girls too, but I'm just talking because I'm a guy. But when you're hanging out with guys, you want to make sure that there's like a little bit of not really a little bit, a lot. It should be 90-10, like 90% purpose, 10% goofing off leisure. And if you can surround yourself with those people, you're gonna go really far in life. Like, I have really two guys that like I am in daily contact with, and most of it is business related, but I would also do anything for these two guys. They're one of my best friends, and we have shared so many moments, like true man-to-man moments. But 90% of our interactions are business and filmmaking, actually, and 10% of it is kind of like after the job is done, maybe we'll get a beer afterwards to celebrate, after a 17-hour, you know, shoot day or something like that. But yeah, a friend drought is not a bad thing, because you can focus on yourself. If you have a family, you can focus on your family, and you can start attracting, you know, the kind of people you want to. In the last 10 years, I have worked for, I counted 5 millionaires, and I don't mean work for like their company and then they were up here. I'm talking like, here was a millionaire and I was either right below them working with them or right beside them working with them. And to be honest, the way I did that is I'm just fucking bold. Like, the first one, let's see, was it the first one? Yeah, the first one, I just picked up the phone and I called him. Called the office and asked for his name. He answered the phone. They said, let me transfer you to him. He answered the phone. I said, hey, your marketing sucks. It's a multi-million-dollar company and the marketing is terrible. Your people, like, they need somebody to show them like proper marketing. I mean, just visual aesthetics was the problem with this company. And the guy was like, huh, No one's ever just called it out like that. Do you want to come have lunch tomorrow? Boom, had lunch with the guy, worked with him for 3 years. He owns 7 different companies, 4 of which were worth over $30 million a piece, and I did the marketing direction for all of it, okay? Fast forward, I moved to Mobile, Alabama, saw this TV show. I'm not gonna mention the name of the TV show, but if the boss is watching, you know who I'm talking about. Saw this TV show, gave him a call and said, hey, I shoot videos, like really, really good videos. Can I send you some links? I'm gonna come work for you. Like, I didn't even ask, I just said, I'm gonna come work for you. I wanna help on your TV show. And they said, yeah, send us some links. So I sent them some links, bam. Now I'm actually going to the guy's house in just a few days to just have dinner, and then I'm filming his daughter's wedding, and this guy's a multi-millionaire. And then there's another client that I've been in close relation to the last couple months. You guys have probably heard about it on this channel. Another multi-millionaire that's flying me all over the country to shoot content and bringing me up to his property and his house to stay there and shoot content and brainstorm and partner up on different ideas and projects. So you got to be bold. Fortune favors the bold. I don't know who said that, but I know somebody said it. And if somebody didn't say it, I just did. So I'm taking it, but I'm pretty sure somebody already said it. But your network is your net worth. Now, some of the tips that you could start implementing besides talking to people at Walmart, that's just to get your feet wet and get you comfortable. Start looking online for different business groups or different guy groups. And if you're a girl, I guess girl groups or whatever, like just start linking up. And something I do, because I own a business in my town, there's a lot of guys here who own big businesses, construction companies, landscape companies, people who work at the bank, stuff like that. And their kids play soccer with my kids and they go to school with my kids. And I seize that opportunity. Like, I'll chat with them and offer them free stuff. Like, hey man, can I shoot a video for your company and just get a cup of coffee with you and just pick your brain? Because, my company's here, your company's here. I would love to scale that, and maybe there's something we could do. Maybe you'd want to partner with me even and kind of get into that. And I've had those conversations and I've had those deals happen and I've offered people that. And another thing is getting a business coach. I have a business coach and I talk to her once a week. She's at the University of Southern Mississippi, and she's the business director there and also a business coach. And she connects me with all kind of people just because we talk every week, and it's a counseling session. I don't pay. She doesn't, we don't meet in person. We just talk on the phone for 30 minutes a week, and often I'll get an email from her connecting me with somebody else that turns into a 5-figure, not 6-figure yet, but 5-figure deal. It could be anywhere from $2,000 to $15,000 worth of work, because I'm in such good connection with this business coach. Not only is she teaching me how to network, she's teaching me how to set my business up, she's teaching me how to run my business. She has so many businesses under her wing, and the same goes for whenever you do connect with these people who own businesses, they are contracting all kind of businesses to help their business. Therefore, they're going to be like, oh, I know a video guy, or say you're a landscaper. Oh, I know a landscaper. He's really cool. His name's da-da-da. So anyways, guys, you got to get out there and just start networking. Do not be afraid of a friend drought. Remember, you're going to be the sum of the 5 people you're around the absolute most. And stay on your purpose, and don't forget to use the law of attraction, the law of assumption, to visualize the kind of mentor or the kind of network you want. That's really all I got to say on this subject. Your network is your net worth. Like, it cannot be said enough. Like, if you took Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or Joe Rogan, or name whoever the fuck you want, and you took all their money away today, I swear to God, every one of those people, it would take less than a year, maybe even less than 6 months to get back to, say, a net worth of 10 million, just because they have mastered the art of connecting with people. And that's all they've ever done. They've connected with people and made things happen and built big brands and companies. And even if you're not, setting out to be a business person, networking is just beneficial, because it's good to have people around that have similar interests and similar goals and similar values. Never, hire slow and fire fast. And people who make you question your values, or not question your values, but defend your values, they gotta go, like, immediately. I had that recently with somebody, and I had to just set them down. I said, hey, listen, this is the line, I'm drawing it. Like, we can keep working together, but I'm not gonna like defend my values every time I'm around you. I'm just not gonna work with you. It's that simple. Like there are so many things I can be doing. There's so many clients out there. I'm turning people down every single day. If I'm gonna work with you, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna bend a knee to whatever your ideology is. I don't care. It really doesn't matter to me. So, hire slow, fire fast, pick your friends wisely, look at your network like a target. The very center of the target, right, is your inner circle. The inner circle has to be like top dogs, and you never, ever, ever, ever want to be the smartest guy in the room. If you're the smartest guy in the room right now, get out of the room, go find another room to get in. That's actually where I'm at right now. Like right now, I'm actively looking for a different room to get in. And so I'm in another kind of a friend or colleague drought. Besides those two guys that I talked about earlier, I am looking for a room that's like high level, 6 to 7 figures, well, really 7-figure earners. Because believe it or not, a couple years ago, I would have never dreamed of earning 6 figures. Well, I've hit that mark. So now I want to go for the 7 figures. I want to scale my business. And that's like a limiting belief that I've got to get over. But surrounding myself with people who've already done it is going to help a lot, because just having those conversations with them is going to open up my mind and help me realize that, wow, this guy can do it. He's from a small town. I can do it too. Anyway, guys, I hope this video was helpful to you. If you would, please leave a comment below of any other networking tips and any experiences you have had. The comments are super awesome, my favorite part of the channel. Please subscribe, like the video, share with your friends, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Assume your power. Peace.